Hi, my name's Steve Weinberger. This is IFBB Pro George Peterson, classic physique bodybuilder. We're going to go over some poses. Start with quarter turns. Quarter turns. Hands off your, no. Slow down, slow down. Straight quarter turn. Chest up. Chest up a little higher. Quarter turn to the right. I mean, George is arguably one of the best in the world, so there's not going to be a lot to change on George, but really, he looks really good here. What he could do to make it look even a little better is take this leg, move it up a little bit, a little more, and slam that hamstring into the other leg, make his hamstring pop. You can see his hamstring comes out a lot wider than that. And twist a little more to the camera. Give a bit more of a V-taper from the side. You see the shoulders up a little bit, the shoulders down. He's twisting, his hamstrings are popping out, and he looks excellent. Quarter turns are just important as any mandatory pose. We're looking at that just like we look at a front double bicep. That's really important. Quarter turn to the right. Roll your shoulders forward just a little bit. There you go, and chest up. Perfect. You can see what he's done is he's rolled his shoulders just a little bit to give him more width. Chest up, once again, to give a bigger V-taper. Now, if you roll your shoulders forward a little more, go ahead. You don't want to do that because you're going to lose the thickness of the back. So just a little bit with your chest up. You notice he's posing his hamstrings, his legs are slightly bent. You can see his hamstrings and his glutes in the tie-in. Perfect. And once again, I can't reiterate how important quarter turns are. Just as important as your mandatory poses. Quarter turn. This is the first time the judges are looking at you and they're looking at everything. Okay, George, put that right hand back a little bit so we can see your hamstrings. Bend that leg and put your hamstrings forward a little more. Slam that leg into the other leg a little bit. Now twist to me a little more. A little more. There you go. As much V-taper as possible. The more you twist to me, the more V-taper you're going to look. And face front. Once you come out for quarter turns, you're posing all the time. You never relax. Like you'll see some guys, just relax for a second. You'll see some guys do quarter turns and they'll turn around like this. You should always be in your posing form. Go ahead, George. Don't ever do that. Chest up. Chest up a little higher. Higher. Your lower back should be killing you. Okay, front double bicep. Like I say, it's very hard to change George. He's a great poser, and honestly, right here, he looks excellent. What you might want to do, once again, we're messing with perfection here. Throw your arms back a little bit more, drop them, and pop your lats out. That's about all you can do. Get a little more of a V-taper, but honestly, he's an excellent poser. Did you see the difference in that? Side chest. Okay, he's nice and he's big, but I think his arms should be down a little more so you can see the fact that he's got a small waist, a little more. Twist. Left shoulder down, right shoulder up. Squeeze it into that pec so you can see the striations. Squeeze it. It shows more shape when he does that. You did it the way you were doing it before, go ahead, do it like you were doing it before. Looks great, but you don't see all his shape. Now drop your hands down a little bit. Look at how his shape just changes just from dropping his hands down. Shoulder down, one shoulder up, and you can see all the striations in his pec. Put that shoulder into your pec. And let the other pec just relax. Hands down. Perfect. Back double bicep. Like I say, we couldn't have got a better model. I mean, he's one of the best in the world. Once again, not much you could do with this. This is an excellent pose. It's back double bicep. You can see he's posing his one leg out so you can see his hamstring. He's still flexing his right leg so you can see his hamstring. Now really, not much you can do with this. Drop your arms a little bit And with your elbows, do a pec deck. A little more of a pec deck. A little more. That's about all you can do to make it a little bit wider. You see the difference? Go back to what you were doing before. Believe me, on stage, these little things really do matter. Okay, now drop your elbows a little bit. There you go. He's got a great back. There's really not much he can do. Abdominals and thighs. Perfect. See, George, now one, like on the gas. One on the top of your foot. Go ahead. Now lock it down. Now pick it back up on the top of your foot. Hit your legs like that. So we'll start from the bottom up. We'll just start with legs. Up, down on the gas. Back up. Perfect. Now go into your overhead abdominals. Okay, now you see George has got his hands over his head. He's a little crunched in. What you can do is go ahead, put your hands opened up a little bit, a little more, separate your hands, and with your elbows, pop your lats out. No, not in, out. Pop them out like that. See the difference once in? You're not in. You want to spread them wide and pop them with your elbows. You guys see the difference on his back when you do that? And your favorite classic pose. This is any pose that you think looks good for your body except the most muscular. That's not permitted. And once again, George goes to his back because he has an amazing back. And that's a great shot. Beautiful. This is one of the best classic physique bodybuilders. Really one of the best poses too. And if you notice, he's got the new trunks. He's in a new style, IFBB, classic physique posing trunks. They give you better cut for a better shape. They're terrific posing trunks. You can see more glutes, and you can see more of the front of the body, especially going down towards the waist.